Hello, queens and kings. How are you all today? I hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that you are progressing through this pandemic that is going on right now. I hope that you're sustaining. I hope that you're blessed. I hope that you're walking in peace and harmony and love. I just want to say to you, I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to listen to me. Thank you so much. I am humble and I am grateful. And again, my love kiss. I love you much and I appreciate you. Today, I want to come before you and speak to you about death. Something that many of us not talk about. Sometimes we talk about it, but it's quick and it's gone. Sometimes people elaborate on it. It depends on where they are in their mental state in reference to death. And I know so many people have lost some loved ones. So many people are grieving and hurting and in pain, and some of them are suffering depending on how hard they take death. Well, hopefully, some things that I say to you today can hopefully ease up some of that pain, ease up some of that hurt, ease up maybe for some of you, it could be some regrets that you may have said or you may have done. Hopefully, you were able to say everything you need to say to whomever may have left before they actually passed on. And a lot of times, people fail to enjoy the present time and the present moment that they are with someone while they're here. So there's a lot of regrets that's going on. And hopefully that's not the case for many of us that are going through so much pain and so much sorrow and so much hurt. I know that a lot of it is memories because the memories can take you some places that you really would prefer not to go. But at the same time, it does happen. And everybody deal with death differently. Some of us deal with death, whereas that we're able to move forward and able to let the individual go. Some people handle it whereas that they're holding on so tight that they're not able to let go. And that is what really, can really cause you to be in such a uproar in reference to trying to move forward and continue on your purpose, because again, we are all here, divinely here, purposely set for a reason. We're not just for the individuals that's passed on, because see, their time is done. We're still here left to carry the torch, to keep moving forward, to press on, to do what we're here to do and to serve our purpose well. We are here to serve humanity. Again, as I said before in my previous videos, yet we serve you, not make us your servant. So when I say about death and attaching or detaching, I'm going to tell you a little story about my situation and how I've started to elevate out of death. I've learned that in order to be free from something, I do have to detach. Now let me help you have clarity on detaching. Detaching not means that I not love you anymore, I don't want to be around you anymore. It's just learning to be free, to let you be you, and allowing me to tell you everything I need to tell you while you're here, allowing me to do everything I need to do with you while you're here, so there are no regrets. Now, it's not saying that you're not going to hurt. It's just saying that you're able to let them go and to be free and allow your heart and your mind to be free, because the memories do return. Oh, they do. But it's how you handle the return of the memories. It's what's going to either hold you captive or still going to allow you to be free to either smile or cry. But it's how long you hold the cry. Nobody's telling you how long you should cry, how long you should hurt, because that's your choice. And as I always tell people, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you something to think about. And I hope that you do have the opportunity or take the opportunity to think about what it is that you're getting ready to do. So I always say you think, you process, then you react towards a situation. And a lot of us, we think, then react, and we're wondering why certain things happen. But at one point in my life, there were times where I handled death so severely. Like one of my cousins passed years ago. He was in his 30s and he was on a trip with his wife. And he passed away. And when I say I took his death so hard, I've never told this story to anyone. I took it so hard that I was angry at everybody, because I was sitting here wondering why they're laughing. And my cousin just passed away. And The cousin I'm talking about, his name is Sam. And I truly loved him so dearly. Not saying that I didn't love other people dearly, but for some reason, his death just hit me so hard that I just not allowed myself to have the clarity on why people were laughing and he just left and he's no longer here. And I'm sitting here just angry. That's all I can say. I was angry. Not having clarity of what was going on, what was happening. I could say this, I was not elevated. I wasn't elevated in having the clarity to know that people leave. It's not that I didn't know they leave, I just didn't, I was not even thinking in that way in reference to his death. It just took a toll on me and it was very, very difficult. But as I progressed through the years and as people have passed on, and I started acknowledging also that people were starting to be deleted also out of my life, not out of my off the face of the earth. I mean, out of my life, to where that they moved on, and I was like, what is happening here? Why are my friends leaving me? I mean, it was just the most oddest thing. And so as I started to start paying attention, I said, okay, so something is happening here, because it wasn't just one friend; it was friends like from all the different states that I moved to and that I've lived. And for them to start to delete themselves out of my life, I was like, wow, this is interesting. But then at first I started to get angry about it, and I had to realize, wait a minute, wait. It is not my job to hold on to anybody. It is my job to allow you to be free to leave whenever you're ready. And that is the same thing with people when we leave this earth. People are leaving either whether you think it's by being too soon, or they're leaving because it is really their time. All of us have an expiration date. We really do. And I always say to people, you need to say everything you need to say to the person while they're here. You need to do everything you can with them while they're here, so that way when they leave, there are no regrets. But when I say detach means that I'm no longer holding you so tight that when you do leave, I'm not able to let you go. Because now I'm hurting. And not only are you hurting, you're angry. Not only are you angry, you start to become depressed because you held on so tight. Now, holding on tight is not a good thing and it's not a bad thing. It's just something you're doing, but it's how long you hold on to the individual. I remember my mother telling me that she didn't thought I cried when people died. And I told her that I had cried when my brother had lost his wife. I did. And that's when she made that comment. And let me help you out with the reason why she said that. And some of you probably going to think this is really mean of me, but I have no regrets on the people now in my life that have gone. Because I've learned to let them go and be free, and to send them love and light and wish them well, and to let them go like a beautiful butterfly. That's what I do now. So my dad died, and my aunt called me and she asked, was I going to the funeral? And I said no. She said, you're not? I said no. She said, well, you're going to regret it. I said, no, I'm not. And so the reason why she thought I was going to regret it, because one, that's my dad. Who not goes to their dad or their mom's funeral? I didn't. Judge me not. Judge me not, because I love my dad dearly. No matter how he may have been the father that he was, he only showed us only what he knew. And for that, I respect that. Back then, I didn't. Now I do, because I've elevated and I've learned differently not to hold people hostage for what they've done. So I let him go, and I let him be free. And I spoke to my dad almost every weekend. I know most people probably speak to their family every day. I not speak to my family every day. I used to speak to my dad every weekend. So when he died, I was free and I was okay. I was. I hurt a little bit. I did. I cried a little bit. But I allowed myself only to cry so long. Because energy attaches itself to what you hold on to. Remember that. Energy attaches itself to what you hold on to. The universe is not concerned with what you give it. The universe is only giving you what you're giving it. You give it love, it returns. That's law. It's going to return. So back on the death thing. So now my brother passes away. I flew to Chicago. I helped with the funeral. I got back on a plane and I came back. Okay? My third brother passed away. This is the first brother that passed away was the third son. The second brother that passed away is the first son. That's the eldest. And so he passed away. I helped with his funeral over the phone. Now, some people, again, as I said, may consider that to be a little mean and consider to be a little cold-hearted. No. Because everything I needed to say to my brothers while they were here, I said it. Everything I needed to do or whatever I could do, I did it. I have no regrets. I did hurt a little bit over my eldest brother, which I cried quite frequently, a little longer than I wanted to. And the following day, I had a couple of fashion shows that I was going to be doing and assisting in. And I was about to cancel them because I was hurting just that badly over his death. I shouldn't say the death. It wasn't the death. It was just how he died, how he had passed on. And I was hurting and I was crying and I said, oh, wait, this has to go. This really has to go. Because I know that if I hold on to it, it's going to now become my energy. And what you get with energy is that now you're going to find the next person talking about death, then the next person talking about that, and it continues the cycle until you say, oh, no, enough is enough. So what I did, I said, God, I have to let him go. I have to free him to be free and allow me to be free and allow this pain to release itself. So I let you go with love and light, and I send you out with love. I kid you not. Remember, I said I was about to cancel both of those fashion shows. The next day when I had awakened, I had so much peace that it had even shocked me. Peace. You heard the saying, peace with all over, I'll say overstanding, not understanding, because I always say we're not under anything, we're over things, because God said, I give you dominion over things. So I've said that in my previous videos. But I had so much peace that I was okay with his death. And my brother died. He was found decomposed, actually. And just the thoughts can take you into a rage or a panic or so much hurt, so much pain. But I asked God and I released him and I said, he has to go. And I released him with that love and light. I not say to you if that would happen for you, but that's what I did. I let you go to be free. I say to you while you're here what I need to say. I don't wait until you're gone and dead or you moved out of my life and say, I love you, I appreciate you, I adore you. I text people, I call people, I say it over the phone to them that I love them. And I have no regrets of that even occurring. None whatsoever. So I tell people, I not fly on the skyways or ride on the highways to funerals. Because again, I love you while you're here. I don't need to get in the pews and sit and listen to people crying and hurting and so much rage or whatever it is. Because what I did, I loved you while you were here. But if there's anything a person needs, I support them. I help them. I check on you. I don't say if you need anything out, call me. No, I call and I try to check to make sure all is well. Because I acknowledge that people are not where I am. And I get that. I not hold you in any way or form or shape to how you handle death. But I do say this. You may want to learn how to detach while they're here and have fun with them and love them and enjoy them and have their presence at the present moment. enjoy their presence while you in the present as you're going forward in your future. Because somebody is next. Especially during this pandemic, so many people are leaving. And how are you handling it? How are you choosing to elevate out of this pain, this hurt? Because again, you are here and divinely set here for a purpose. Fulfill it. Because if you allow yourself to be stuck in bondage of somebody leaving you, whether it's through by walking away or whether it's through by being so many feet under, 6 feet under, 10 feet under, however many feet it is, it don't matter to me. They're under. But at the same time, how did you love them while they were here? What did you say to them before they left? Because see, people are leaving in seconds. Not only just because of this pandemic, they're leaving on all different occasions and reasons. They're leaving. How did you spend the last second with them before they left? Yes, you are going to probably cry. Yes, you are going to probably hurt. But the question to yourself is, how long are you going to keep allowing that story to be played over and over in your head? Remember, energy attaches itself to whatever your thought and your energy is putting out. Be mindful of what energy you are leaving in someone's presence. And I say to you, if you want to leave any energy, you leave love. I want to love my way up out of this world. And so many people cannot handle love. They don't know how to say it. They don't know how to reciprocate it. Some people, they've probably never even received it. And that's okay, because my job is to make sure that I treat you in love. And if I do anything other than that, please, again, tap me and let me know. Because I not stand before any man thinking that I'm greater or better than them. Our talents may be good at certain things that someone else may not be good at, but it not makes me better than the next. My job is to love you, and to love you without any conditions. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you I love you, I am not telling you this just because I can say it and it becomes mundane. Maybe you need to check your heart if it's becoming mundane, because somebody's not even hearing those words. I love you. I appreciate you. I adore you. And I thank you. So again, we must learn. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not telling you what to do. It is something that we may want to try to learn how to detach from people, from things. Because when you hold yourself telling the same story over and over in your head, you find yourself in bondage. And what is now holding you captive will take you off the face of this earth. But I hope that whatever you allow to hold you captive, I do hope it's love. That's the way you want to lead. And when you detach yourself from your family, your friends, or whomever it may be, or people you know or people you not know, and you see it on the news, which many of you are watching probably a little too much, and you see people constantly leaving by the seconds, you send them some love and light. You send their family some peace that surpasses all understanding. And you send them true love, perfect, true love. And I really mean for you to genuinely love them. No conditions, no conditions. If you have someone that you need to forgive, please do it right now. Even if you have to go back to when you were a youth, please do it now. If you have their number, if you have their text or whatever it is, or their address or something, please tell them you love them and you apologize for whatever it is you may have. That way, when they do leave, you have no regrets. It's not saying you may not cry. It's just saying that I'm letting you go and I'm allowing you to be free because I want to be free. And who wants to sit here and cry all day, all year? I would never forgive him for what he said. I would never forgive him for what he's done. Well, you don't want to be holding yourself in bondage. That person's done. That person's gone. But when you allow yourself to be free to forgive, I dare not tell you that it's easy to forgive somebody for whatever they may have said or done to you. I'm just saying it's a practice that many of us need to start implementing in our lives. A practice. This subject matter came to me because it was the Spirit of God. You must give yourself permission to detach, and you must allow it. And not only that, start telling yourself you love you. You love you. Ask God to identify who you are to you. We're so busy knowing everybody else, but we know nothing about ourselves. We're so busy giving to everybody else, but we have not given much of anything to ourselves. Now, if I'm knocking on somebody's doors, I'm not knocking on your doors to hurt you. I'm knocking on your doors to hopefully give you information. To give you information. What you do with it is truly totally up to you. But I do say this. Detachment is the greatest feeling ever. It is not saying detach and say, girl, please, you need to get out of my face. Or man, please, I don't know. That's not what I mean when I say detach. Detach means that I am letting go of the situation and I'm going to be free to live, to love, and to be liberated. To be liberated. Captivate somebody with your knowledge and your wisdom and your understanding with great clarity and certainty. Use the common sense that we've been given. And if you not have it, God said ask. Ask and it is given. Knock, it will be open. It will be open for you. And seek, oh, you'll find. Just give it time. Everything takes time. It's about if you're impatient or patient. Only you know that. Again, learn thyself. So again, learn to detach. Ask God to help you. How do I detach? But I do say this. Let them be free. I let you go to be free. And I send you love and light and peace and harmony. And you let them go. Now, some people say it and not mean it. Some people really breathe through their nose and out through their mouth and let them go. Breathe through your nose and out through your mouth and let them go. Let them go to be free, to be who they are in their next life. Some may not believe in reincarnation, some do. I believe in it. You may not come back like Jesus did, but I do. And again, for those who have lost their loved ones in this recent time, I do from my heart. I send you love and light. I send you love, peace, and harmony in your heart and in your mental state that you allow yourself to say a different story. And if you want to hold on to the pain, because some people hold on to the pain because that's what gives them memories. And some people want to let it go because they truly want to be free, but just not knowing how to. But first of all, free them. Then free yourself. And send yourself some love and light. And that peace and harmony. Trust me. Sometimes you got to ask. Sometimes it's just given. Dare not to ask. Because he's listening. Some people, it takes a little while for things to start to occur. Some people, it's just an instant breakthrough. I mean, when I said my brother passed away that Friday, that Saturday, well, he didn't pass away that Friday when we were dealing with the funeral and everything. That Friday, that Saturday, peace came over me like a flood, a river flooding over me. But it was a peace. So I say breathe. It's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. Just let him or her or them go. And you let go. And be at peace. But remember, I dare not tell you what to do. I'm just giving you something to think about. Because everything not works for the same person or a different person. But elevation is where you want to go. You not want to be at the same place dealing with the same thing the following year. And if you are, I hope that you're learning and you're getting the lesson. But most importantly, I'm going to end it here. Send them love and light and allow them to be free. And allow yourself to be free. And tell yourself another story that brings you peace, love, and harmony. I love you. God bless you. Until next time, I love you. Bye.